Yo, what is up, guys? How's it going? Let's get that thing going. I'm gonna do Flexbox Froggy. I've never done this before, and it's been a long time since I even did anything with Flexbox because I don't do a lot of stuff with front end. But let's just jump right into it. So I'm gonna do this live and go through it. And so if anybody it's your first time, great, follow along. I think you're gonna have a lot of fun. I'm listening to some music at the same time, so I got some good energy going right now. So okay, welcome to Flexbox Froggy, a game where you help Froggy and friends by writing CSS code. Awesome, I love games. Guide the frog to the lily pad on the right by using the justify content. So I got to use justify content to get him there, which aligns items horizontally and accepts the following values. So interesting. It can take in flex start, items aligned to the left side of the container. It can take flex end, items aligned to the right side of the container. Maybe I need to use flex end, right? Center, we just put them in the center. Space between, we'll see what that does in space around. So, okay, cool. They're giving us the answer right there. So here's the actual code, pond, display flex. So I'm imagining pond is this thing right over here. So if you had a, if you had the thing, the thing, and you selected the thing, the container or the div or whatever, right? With that or ID, right? That's the ID, hashtag sign. And then you use flex end, that thing would go all the way to the right. So Flexbox is awesome for, yeah, like for organizing stuff and like putting things in their own containers, and then like it's all responsive. So even if you like do this stuff, it all works out. So let's try it. Cool. So that's what that did, right? Now what would happen if we did flex start? Slide is going crazy. Give me 1 second. All right, let's keep going. So what would happen if I did center? So this is where you'll learn the most. You know, people a lot of times will just type this in and then they're like, oh yeah, I'm good. I just typed this in, I'm good. No, you gotta try everything else. You gotta try center and see what happens. Make predictions too. Don't just follow along and be a dummy. Like make predictions. Like I'm gonna do center. I assume it's gonna go to the center. So that part is important. Like don't miss out on that, okay? And then try everything. Like flex center. Okay, space between. What's gonna happen? Seemingly nothing happened. Space around. Something happened. Moved around. Flex start, I imagine, is just gonna put him flex start. Just gonna put him at the start. Cool. Flex end. All right, nice. Let's move on. Next level. All right, what do we need to do? We got a green guy and a yellow guy. Interesting. I assume yellow guy needs to go there. Green guy needs to go there. So I need to move them both. I imagine. I mean, I'm not even looking at this. So this is another thing I want to tell you. Don't even look at the thing. First, make your own assumptions. See what's going on. I learned this a lot from chess. When you're playing chess, you're looking at a chess puzzle, just jump in there and see what's on the board, what's going on. What can you tell about the board, right? Can you attack? Are you down a piece? Do you have your queen or your queen down? Can you play a checkmate, or you got to play more positionally? You got to think in lots of different ways. So here, I'd be thinking about, my gut feeling is just to center. Before I even look at what they're telling me, it just seems like I got to move it over. So I'm just going to try that before I read what they say. Justify, what was it? Content, like that. Content center. Hey, let's go. Yo, I gotta put some music on. It's gonna be sick. All right, so I hope that was clear and it's center aligned. I think that was obvious. I think you got it too. Ooh, Grid Garden. Hey, that's gonna be the next game. We're gonna play Grid Garden. So center and line moves it to the center. Perfect. Great. Let's keep moving forward. All right. So these all three need to move over. I mean, I'm just going to imagine center, justify, content, center. Oh. Interesting. Another thing is always remember, you always got to put display flex. Otherwise, that div, that ID, whatever you're selecting, right? In this case, the pawn, it doesn't enable flex mode. So this enables the flex mode, and then this is actually what does the trick. All right, so help all frogs by justify con. This time, the lily pads have space all around them. If you find yourself forgetting, okay, so I mean, I think they gave me a hint, so I'm gonna go remove this and see what happens. So I imagine space around, so then this way they kind of spread. Space around. And space between. Cool, there we go. A lot of it, guys, play with trial and error. What I want you to understand about coding is, don't think of it like a mathematician and a scientist. Make it play. Try stuff, break stuff, try stuff, break stuff. Don't try to get it perfect. I don't care if somebody's laughing at me right now and they're like, hey, maybe you should just read the documentation. Play, mess it up, then go read the documentation. Then everything is going to make a lot of sense. But get it at an emotional and intuitive level. Cool? Let's keep going. All right. So now next up we got boom, boom, boom. Okay. So this guy is good here. This guy needs to go here. So what I'm thinking is, can I try something like space between? So it's like it'll create a space between these two, and then it'll create the space between these two. So like space here and space here will likely move this guy here and this guy here. I mean, it could be a reach, but let's try it. Justify content space between. I think I got, okay, so I'm getting the hang of it a little bit more. I'm intuitively I'm starting to understand it. Space around, I think what that means is like put space around here and here. That's why they move in between. So like if I go space around, oops. Right? If you do space around, it seems like it puts space here and space here. That's why the center guy stays where he is. He doesn't move. Space between. I love this because I'm learning for the first time really how to intuitively understand this. And then these guys stay put, right? They don't move, but this guy moves because this guy was right over there or something, right? Cool. Let's keep going. Okay, now they need to move down. So what is that? Flex start? Nope. Flex end? Nope. Center? Nope. Baseline. That would be the only thing that makes sense. I mean, I imagine this is the baseline. I have no idea. Let's try it. Justify content baseline. That didn't do anything. Stretch. Flex in. Interesting. Align items. So we're not doing justify content anymore. We're doing align items, I think. Tell the frogs get to the bottom of the pond. Interesting. This CSS property aligns items vertically and accepts the following values. So I imagine flex start. Okay. Justify content is horizontal. This is vertical, right? That's the fun part. Okay, got it. So I imagine flex end of this will bring you down here, and flex start of this will keep you up here. Okay, align items, flex end. Nice. Let's keep going. Let's keep going, guys. Let's keep the energy up in here. We got to go and finish the whole thing. We got to finish the whole thing. All right, I got to move my face somewhere else. Let's move it right there. All right, so I got to move him to the middle. Interesting. So I got to use a combination. So this is nice. This is such cool exercises. So I got to move him to the middle horizontally and to the middle vertically. That will get me here. And if I do a squared plus b squared is equal to c squared, carry over the 1. Probably none of that, right? Oh, man. Justify content center. So that's step 1. Got him there. And then I got to align items center, right? Center. Yo, let's go. This is fun, man. I'm having fun. I'm loving this. This is done really, really well. I got to move these 3 guys. Let's see. Let's see what we have here. Let's see. So what would I do? It seems like there's space around, right? There's space around. So I would use space around, and then I would move it vertically to the end. So it needs to move vertically to the end, and then horizontally, it needs space around, right? This space right here and this space right there. So let's get to work. So horizontal, what's the horizontal one? Come on, you got it. Tell me. Justify content. That's right. I'm going to start asking you questions now. So if you're here watching this, you're not just passively learning. You got to put your mind into it. Okay, let's go. So justify content. What am I going to be doing? Space around. Cool. Looks like they are matching right now. So that looks good. Bam, bam, bam. And now I got to do what? Align items. And this is going to be flex end. Put a semicolon. Boom. Done. Let's go. Let's go. And if any of you guys want to play chess, you know, we can do that too. Just hit me up. Interesting. So they got to go there, and there. Huh. So red one is exactly where he needs to be. Okay. So it seems like I got to kind of reverse their direction. So green would go here. Yellow would flip. The way you would think about it is kind of like green one goes here and then comes out of there and goes plop. Yellow one goes there, comes out of here, goes plop. Then red one goes here, comes out of there and goes plop. So some kind of reverse. So I'm going to do flex. This is the property, direction, and we're going to do not row. Row is by default. So like try it, for example. You'll notice nothing happens. So we got to do row reverse. There we go. Boom, 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 boom. Cool. So why can't I just align this at the bottom? Oh no, I can't align at the bottom. Okay, I see. So I can't do that. I have to, so right now it's a row. I gotta maybe make it a column. Yeah, I gotta make it a column. And just a straight up column, no reversing or anything like that, right? Because once I do that, okay, so this is a row, right? This is row reverse, right? And then this is, I imagine, a column. And then I imagine that is call reverse. So with that in mind, I think I got this. I think I just do flex direction, and then I do column. That should do it. Let's go. Boom. Hey. So what's happening here? Some kind of reverse maybe? Looks like a reversal. But what would a reversal do? Reversal would bring this green here. That's not what we want, right? So yeah, it would bring the green right there. It would bring the yellow right there. And it would bring this guy right over here. So once they're here, here, and here, we need to push them over. So that goes there, that goes here, that goes here. So the first step I'm imagining is a reverse, right? So first step is going to be the reverse, step one, right? Step one is going to bring them here and here, here. That's step one. That's reverse. And then we need to move them here, here, and here. And that looks like flex end. Like we got to justify the content and move it to the end. So let's try that. We're going to do flex direction. We're going to do row reverse. That's what that did. That's what I expected. And then we're going to do justify content. Flex and let's go. Cool. I'll always be thinking, right? What's happening? What's happening? It's in games. We're playing. We're having fun. Okay? Don't forget that you're having fun. That's the most important thing you have to understand. Okay? This is all fun, guys. This is all fun. I hope this is exciting to you. All right, so we got justify contents. All right, now we got to move these guys down. So I'm imagining put them in a column and then center it and then reverse it. No. Put it in a column. So then it will be like boom, boom, boom. And then I imagine reverse. No, not reverse. Oh, my head hurts. In chess, normally you just make a move. You don't overthink it. You just go. But, you know, in coding, sometimes you got to, like, think. Okay. So we'll have, if I do column. Oh. But what if I do column reverse? Then green one comes here. Yellow one comes there. Huh. Man, this one is hurting my head. Okay, so let's do flex direction, right? Cool. Now let's check what happens if I do reverse. So that's not what we want, right? So we got the column. Now what would happen if I reverse this? Well, that's not what we want either, right? Because if I reverse this, I imagine green would end there, yellow would end here. What would row reverse look like? Oh, I got it. I was just having like a brain freeze. This is just simple. Flex, vertically flex end. So let me just try flex. So I'm going to do justify content. So like the confusing part is that even though, because now it's a column, you can actually just justify content. So it's not actually moving it horizontally, it's moving it vertically, even though justify content is supposed to move horizontally. So that's the part that's a little confusing, but I think this should work. If I just do flex end, yeah. So it gets a little funny how you have to think about it in your heads. This getting all convoluted. Okay, so some kind of reverse and then column. So let's just do flex direction first. Flex direction column. So let's just do that. Cool. And now I think I just got to put space between. And why I'm doing a space between, I mean, I can just reverse it, right? Like, so I can just do column reverse. Cool, there we go. So I did a space between because remember, space between creates these spaces. Space around creates these spaces. So we don't want that. We don't want space outside. Should be called space outside. We want space in between. So there we go. Cool. Now we need to move these three guys over where? I gotta move my face. So we gotta move these three guys to the center. Then align them all the way to the bottom. And then reverse it. That's easy. So justify content center. And then we got to align items. Flex and. Then we do flex direction reverse there, row reverse. That's it. Boom. You'll start to see patterns, guys. So now we got a class dot yellow and then this div, right? So pond is a div and then this is a class and we're CSS, right? This is CSS styling right here. Cool. Sometimes reversing the row of a column order of a container is not enough. In these cases, we can apply the order property to individual items. By default, items have a value of 0, but we can use the property to set it to a positive. Use the order property to reorder the frogs according to their lily pads. I don't exactly understand. I don't get it. What am I typing here? Any hints? Order 2. And what is going on? I can just type in anything and it works. -2, -3. So we're selecting. Okay, so it seems. So, okay. So we can control each of these guys. Right now with the dot yellow thing, I think what it's doing is controlling this yellow frog. And this yellow frog by default is 0. So 0 means it's exactly where it's at and it's going to stay there. If I hit -1, it's supposed to go over to the left. And if I hit +1, it's going to go over 1 to the right. Cool. Got it. Now I understand. Weird tutorial, that one. Holy crap, what is happening? So this red one, we need to move it over by 1, 2, and 3. So this is -1, this is -2, this is 0, and this is -3. Let's try -3. Yo, this is... Wait, what? That doesn't make sense. I can do whatever and it works. Why does -1 work? I don't understand that. Because the rest of it, I guess, is green? Still don't understand. How does that swap with the green? Somebody wants to explain that to me in the comments. I'll reply to this video. Go ahead. I'm open ears. I don't understand that one. I'll keep going though. Line self and align items. Alright, we got flex. We got flex start. Cool. Yellow needs to go to the bottom. So Another property can apply to this property accepts the values and its value for this specific. Align self. Flex and nice. That's cool. Align self. So I imagine justify self is also a thing. Combine order with align self to help the frogs get to their destination. So we're getting fancy here. So what are we doing here? We want so we need to move it to the bottom, and then we have to an align self, I guess, would apply to every yellow frog because that's what we're selecting. So align self, so it's like, okay, flex end. And then what do we need to do? Then we need to do something about order. Let's try order 2. This order stuff doesn't make any sense to me. Cool. Here we go. Whoa, what? I didn't do it. Align. Oh, I have to put a semicolon here. No wrap. Interesting. Wrap. Ooh, wrap is nice. So if you have like multiple images, if you have images, they'll like automatically wrap. And then I imagine, you know, once you do anything, it will like, got it. And then we got wrap reverse and all of that. So wrap and then wrap. So yeah, flex direction is going to be column. And then I think it's going to be, oh wait. Flex, wrap. Interesting. Man, almost there. Let's keep going. The two properties, flex direction and flex wrap, are used often together. Cool. Flex direction and flex wrap. Interesting. Flex flow. Row wrap. Interesting. So set it to rows and then wrap them. Okay, flex flow. Instead of row wrap, I think we're going to do column wrap. Because that's actually what that is. The frogs are all spread over the lily pad bunch at the top. You can use align content to set how multiple lines are spaced apart from each other. This property can take the following values. Line content. We have not done line content yet. So this is when you have, so align items is between like here and here and all that stuff, like I guess in there. And then align content is when you have multiple rows. Interesting. Holy crap! I'm blocking the view no matter where I'm at. I'm gonna make myself one of the fucking froggies, right there. Just kidding. Align content. Flex end. It's not what we want. Center. That's not what we want either. I think we want. So we want, I mean, it doesn't look like we want flex end. Okay, let me just think about this real quick. Flex end wouldn't make sense because then this will come here, these will come here, and these will come here. So that's bad. So not that. Flex center also wouldn't work because these will go down. So that's by default bad. Space between will also not work. I mean, these will get centralized, but then what about them? And there's only supposed to be one line of code. So let's try space between, because outside of that, stretch. That didn't do anything. Oh yeah, flex start. Okay. That would make a lot of sense. That makes a lot of sense. I just thought by default everything is flex start, but okay. Okay. Now the current bunch in align content to guide the frogs there. So align, I guess flex end, right? Align content, flex end. Great. Ooh, what's happening now? Let's see. It's time to go. The frogs have had a party, but it's time to go home. Use a combination of flex direction, align content to get them to their lily pads. So it's a pretty wild party here, but nothing we cannot handle. What's the pattern that I'm seeing here? Oh man, flex direction, align content. Damn. How are these yellow guys are gonna go home and these red guys gonna go there? That's kind of crazy. So let's see the pattern here. So flex direction. First of all, we're gonna need to put everything in rows because all of these are supposed to be rows, right? So I'm imagining the first thing we would need to do is make sure we got row. So for flex direction. So that's good. Now, when we do put it at rows, I imagine red is going to go and yellow is going to go at the bottom. Green is going to stay exactly where it's at. So then I imagine we're going to have to do align content and we're going to have to do reverse. So then the reds go here and then the yellows will come there. So let's give it a try. Flex direction. Row. Oh man, what is happening here? Never mind. So my flex direction. What is supposed to be flex direction? Row, reverse, column, reverse. Okay, so hold on. Let's try align content flex start. Let's see what happens. Okay. Center. What other properties do we have? Center, space around. Okay. How did that? I don't understand how that worked. Column. Huh. Weird. So, okay, so I guess, I mean, this is a real, this will fuck up your head. I mean, this is getting funny now. So, column, I guess, moves. I don't have a good way to think about it. I'm going to be honest. I feel a bit disoriented. But I'm going to keep going. So, I'm going to do column reverse, and I imagine that's the solution. There we go. Cool. Almost there, guys. Last challenge. So, this is going to require a lot of coding here. Lots of stuff. I really don't like align content and order stuff. That's where it gets funny. So, but let's try. So I'm imagining. I think row reverse would get us a good start because these yellows will go there, and then red and the greens would come there. So let's try that. Flex direction row reverse. Okay. I'm also thinking these look a little squeezed to me, so I'm imagining we gotta wrap it up a little bit. Flex wrap, row wrap. Align items center. Lots of testing here, guys. Okay, that looks somewhat right. Column reverse, I guess. No. Okay, column looks somewhat good to me because I feel like if I center, something might happen. I don't know what order is gonna do. Order would probably not do anything here. It seems right. Like, it seems like this goes there, these go right there, and these go there. There's like, if there's like, is there like a diagonal reverse? I think that would do the trick. Align items. Center baseline stretch. Stretch. Oh, I think I'm looking for justify content, right? Justify content space between. Oh man, I don't know what is happening here, guys. I might have to cheat here a little bit. Oh, yeah, I remember you could use FlexFlow and just put both of those together because they say you do those together a lot. Align content. There we go. That's what I was trying to do. I was supposed to use align content and not align items. I'm just not familiar enough yet to know the difference between the two that much. Now flex direction. Here we go. Now flex direction is freed up to be used again. Row reverse. No. Column. What are all the directions? Row reverse, column reverse. What am I doing here? How in the world do I get these two to the middle while I get all of these swapped? Column reverse. Alright. Feel like I need some kind of reverse, but I don't think any of these other guys. There's an order, but I don't know how to use order. Like, can I do? I cannot use it. I mean, I gotta be outside of this property, so can't do that. Wrap reverse. Interesting. Flex wrap. What is this? Wrap reverse. I would never taught that. Sons of bitches. This is why you gotta read documentation, I guess. So okay, we have wrap reverse because I was looking for some kind of reverse. So then what I started doing is literally like, does this have reverse? Does this have reverse? Just kept going because that's what I needed. So flex wrap had a reverse that I could use apparently, and I knew flex flow would have that too if flex wrap had it. Now the only thing I can think of is to center stuff, because this is perfectly fit, so this will stay there. So now I just got to center it. Align items, center. Nah. Align self. Something has to be centered. Flex direction. No. And the only ones I can try, so I'm just gonna keep trying centers now. Justify content. Okay, there we go. And now some kind of reverse, guys. One more reverse is gonna do it. We're getting there. Copy this code. Align items. Is align items have a reverse? No. Align self? No. I've already used flex wrap. Wait. We have not used flex direction or column. Haha. Hey, we did it. Let's go. Hey. So that was definitely a funny one, but we did it. Great work, guys. Let's hit next. Woo! We did it. Let's go. Awesome job. If you stuck around here, great work. Send me a message below. Just let me know what you thought of this. This was fun. If this brought you value, do let me know. I might make more of these. I got to learn something. I thought it was also going to be fun and valuable, hopefully for you guys. That's it, guys. I love your face. This is Kazi, and I'll see you in the next video.